Stables, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That's caught. It's Terry. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jones wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now they're looking for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Alabama pushing the tempo.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Hicks. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hicks. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been. And the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Offense, quick tempo.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains.
Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coffee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Jones to throw. Floating away. And not much going on downfield. He just get rid of it and live to play another down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Here comes that Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Alabama pushing the tempo.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hicks. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, so the defense will move them back. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Coffee. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Makes the grab. It's Hicks. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. The short hands. It's Clark. That should be the final play of the first half. played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Makes the catch. It's Hoffman. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and not his... Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Not-end receivers like to get hit, but they just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB, securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. This quarterback part of their running game. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is
turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Calls his own number. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, give on the inside. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Terry. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausted.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 39 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Spits it out to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Coffee. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Smashes it with the stiff arm. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Young. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. On the run, it's Hicks. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead.
Belly stunner.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Making side adjustments here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through. back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coffee. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Coffee. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 24 to Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The offense changing the play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Pickoff! What a play to set him up. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his tight end. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the play.